Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from mcgibe, and I'm terribly sorry for mispronouncing that. Now he is in the tier 7 destroyer Haida. He is in a ranked sprint battle, and well, it's on neighbors. So, quite a few battleships around, just one destroyer and one cruiser, and the enemy cruiser does have radar. But the sea cap has some very solid cover, so he should be perfectly fine here. Now it looks like the enemy destroyer is inside the Aetam, but of course this perfectly fine cover here works both ways, so the enemy could just sail a battleship or any ship in here and block this cap if they wanted to. Now we have quite a few ships here coming in for support. We have the Leo and the Gneisenau going B though. Not sure how well that will turn out. The enemy destroyer is an Akatsuki, so they might just eat some torps if they continue on that path. On the other hand, I might open up some nice firing angles from down there, so if they don't get themselves torped, it might work pretty nicely. Now the enemy is radaring, but as I said, this cap offers some perfect cover, so no big deal. And now that radar is over. But the enemy team seems very aggressive here, and they might actually push into the sea cap. Now they can block the friendly points generation, which wouldn't be so nice. But what they... I don't know, they kind of lack the tools to push around here. They definitely would want Hydro for that. I guess it's possible that an Indianapolis has Hydro, but I somewhat doubt it. So, it looks like enemies have arrived here in force. The friendlies have abandoned the idea of taking B, so the enemy destroyer might even just take B here. It's not like he's in any threat there. And then can try to torpedo the backline of the friendlies.
Torpedoes to port.
Now our Haida here is a very big threat to the enemies, right? If they push around here, they'll eat torps. Then again, the Haida doesn't have that many. If they'd really push here, we probably could take him out. But there's a lot of friendly forces here that also have a say in this. And for now, it's just going to be smoking up here and, well, start the pew-pew. Now the enemy is very close, but they are still a bit hesitant. Now this Nagato, well, I mean, it's ranked sprint, so this Nagato is sprinting forward. Although I have a feeling it will not turn out so well for said Nagato. He has no cover. And, well, actually very little chance of succeeding. Like, there is a whole fleet there that's just awaiting him, not to mention all of the torps that are coming for him. And when he's burning, he's on low health. He is basically screwed. There you go, and that's first blood. Now the enemy force is still here. And, well, I mean, the enemy team, they are doing fine points-wise. They can block the sea cap by sitting in here, and they have 8 generating them points. They are just one ship behind right now. But still, the enemy is also taking B. So at this point, like, the enemy just has to play passive and try to not incur further losses. And they should be pretty fine. We will see how the enemy battleships play, though. So far, they like, I love to see aggressive battleships, but you know, you gotta need the tools to deal with a destroyer. So anyway, our Haida is merely farming next battleship, and we'll see. Is this Gneisenau actually going to charge forward? Now the smoke is running out soon, so that might be an issue. And it looks like the Gneisenau is stopping. Torpedoes are not ready yet. So unfortunately, it looks like the Gneisenau will survive for now. And look at that, the friendly battleship's actually pushing in now. Now considering that the enemy is, well, leading in points and the enemy destroyer might not have arrived yet, I guess there might be an opportunity for the friendlies to push in here. Although that Gneisenau is pushing into a crossfire, he's also pushing into the torps from the Scharnhorst, and the Gneisenau And Gneisenau got himself torped from Gneisenau. And oh, look at that, the Raider is ready again. Now, our Haida is peeking here mostly just to get some torps off. Guns aren't pointed his way, so he gets away with a few pot shots there. But obviously he has been spotted and that Gneisenau is immediately going to run away. He knows what's coming. So ship-wise, the teams are now equal. And, well, I mean, don't know exactly where the enemy destroyer is, but I suppose he's probably in the backline torping the friendly battleships. Which could be a problem. And the enemy team still just huddles together here around this camp. But I mean, it's working for them somehow. They still have to be careful that they aren't getting torped by Troy. And also, like, if the enemy team was spread out a bit more, they'd create crossfires and so on. Like, you don't want all of your battleships being at the exact same location. You want them maybe spread out in a line or something like that, so you get better angles. But it looks like the Scharnhorst has come brave and maybe fed up about this destroyer, and he is going to push forward. Now, the torps are currently reloading, and the enemy Raider is on cooldown now. Like, coordination, if the enemy team was more coordinated, they could have done a lot. For example, a push like this with a Raider would have had the friendly destroyer in dire straits, especially with torps on cooldown. But, you know, the enemy team doesn't have Raider, so the Scharnhorst just sailed a little bit forward. Now he has changed his mind and realized it might just not work the way he wants it to. So, yeah. And, you know, torps have reloaded by now. Well, dear Scharnhorst, I'm afraid you aren't going to escape this one. Here goes another one. Now the friendlies have lost 2 ships by now, which is not ideal. And that hood might be a little bit too interested in creating crossfires. I feel like that hood is a little bit too far away, but either as it may. So Gneisenau is going for it. He is close enough for proximity detection. He's also launching his torps, but he's down. Oh, there is the Indianapolis, there is the Raider. But you know, Indianapolis is just on too low health. Well now, and suddenly the enemy team is down to 2 ships. Now that enemy battleship is certainly completely out of frames, and well, I guess he's trying to retreat here. But I have a feeling that won't work. I know Destroy is laughing so. Like, I mean, he has the whole game so far, he has just been sitting in this camp farming battleships. Which is... yeah, I'd say it has been pretty amusing. Now, he is in a pretty risky position right now. Like, he is fully broadside to this enemy battleship. If the enemy battleship would have loaded like high explosive, he could conceivably just take him out here with 1 salvo. Now, but the enemy Sinop is, like, he has very bad turret traverse. So I guess it was maybe not that risky if the guns weren't pointed his way. Also, I think at this point he might have stopped carrying. But this battle isn't actually won yet, mind you. There is still a lot of time to play, but the enemy does have a points lead and they have a DD around. And if that DD gets lucky with a few torp salvos, the enemy team is still in it. Yeah, the enemy destroyer, like if he could torp the Oise, or however it's pronounced right now, and then farm, I don't know, another battleship. Who knows? But yeah, the friendlies still have Haida, and the Haida should prove reasonably good in combating the enemy destroyer. But the friendlies need to stop the enemy points generation, or otherwise this might just end pretty problematic. But of course, our Haida is too busy laughing right now. But he's going for A now. I mean, we have a cruiser inside B. He's going A, and once they flip the caps, then the enemy is pretty screwed. So let's speed it up here a little bit. And oh, look at that. He actually found the enemy destroyer. So unfortunately Hydra is about to run out. The enemy is trying to smoke to escape, but the enemy just took a major hit there. And that will make it very problematic. I mean, if it topped the friendly destroyer now, once again, there is a slight chance for the enemy, but it's not what you would expect to happen.
Engine boost deactivated.
And look at that, enemy is sitting still in his smoke. And guess what? That was not the winning play. Here we are with the results. Unfortunately, I don't have the proper results screens. mcgibe told me that they were corrupted. And I'm still sorry for mispronouncing that nickname, by the way. So anyway, nice battle. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I thought it was very amusing. Like he just sat in that cab and farmed himself some battleships. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.